Alrighty, welcome back. Jake and Tyler from Wisco Fanatics. We're back breaking down the Packers at Titans game. We have a handful of plays, not quite as many as we had from the Colts game, but still quite a few. Starting with the first play of the game, the big play to Jaden Reed to get the Packers moving right away. Now, this one is a really great example because they're running the fake pitch to Josh Jacobs. Look how many people are looking in Josh Jacobs' direction and not in the direction that Jaden Reed is going. Yeah, basically their entire defense, except for the one guarding the receiver at the bottom.
Yeah, is
looking at Josh Jacobs.
I mean, we're 2 seconds into the game, and the Packers are about to gain 30 yards, dude.
And now there are 3 players who are behind Jaden Reed, of all people. That is not a guy you want to be chasing.
No.
Great start to this game.
Yeah, what a play call to open up the game. Very run-heavy offense versus the Colts, obviously. And for Matt to come up with a play action, and what a beautiful play action. Fake toss to the strong side of the field. Of course it's going to work. They went on the left hash on purpose, obviously, after receiving the kickoff. And you see immediately as Jaden Reed crosses the second linebacker's face, the guy right there in the A-gap, he has a oh shit moment, and it didn't matter because Jaden Reed was already gone.
Yeah, oh shit! That's so well done. Both of the linebackers ended up way out of position.
Yeah.
All right, the next play that we have is the first of 2 big Christian Watson catches. Both of them came on third downs, and this one is just back-to-back weeks of a Packers wide receiver mossing an opponent DB. This is why you don't talk shit about players, just because they don't have one big game.
So I'm assuming everybody saw the videos that were surfacing from some Titans fans that were talking some shit to Packers players when they were warming up. One guy was actually giving Christian Watson a lot of shit, and Christian Watson actually walked up to him and was like, what'd you say? What'd you say? And was like actually having a conversation with him. For this to happen on the first drive, that's poetic justice, dude. That's poetic justice, in my opinion.
This is the thing. Like, this is what Christian Watson is capable of. Just because it doesn't happen 8 times a game doesn't make Christian Watson not a good wide receiver. Right. This is what he's capable of.
Yeah, so again, if I can get into the X's and O's real quick here, what another beautiful play call as we get to the beginning of this play. You see Dobbs, he runs a stop, and then you just run a slot fade with Christian Watson one-on-one with a guy. Watson's obviously going to force the issue and try to push you towards the middle of the field and still use that outside shoulder, which Malik Willis does a great job throwing a ball that only Watson can get. Perfect ball placement, 6'5" guy, super athletic, 21, you have no chance, dude.
And that's great timing by Christian Watson on the jump also.
Yeah.
All right, shortly after that big play to Christian Watson, we have Malik Willis scoring his first rushing touchdown as a Green Bay Packer. We talked about this on Tuesday night when we did our full recap. Why do the Packers keep running to the middle of the field? It's not working. This is why. That D end crashed down on Josh Jacobs so hard, expecting a run up the middle, that all Malik Willis had to do was pull it back and run for a touchdown. They will keep doing things to set other things up. This play is a perfect example of the Packers having run up the middle and it not necessarily producing much, but setting up the next play, which is exactly what this one does. Again, watch how hard this D end goes to tackle Josh Jacobs, who does not have the football.
Mm-hmm. So I got to shout out a few players real quick. First of all, Jaden Reed, yes. But they love using Tucker Kraft in kind of the DeGuara role since DeGuara's gone now. And they always pull him across the formation. So he does a great job avoiding the first guy being a lead blocking option. But the guy I really have to give credit to is Malik Heath. Malik Heath is at the top of the formation. He gets replaced by Jaden Reed here. He comes back and seals a linebacker, opening up a massive hole. He's killing this linebacker right now. And Malik Willis is now one-on-one with a safety, and he obviously is going to win the battle. But Jaden Reed fighting his ass off against Ladarius Sneed right there. Great job by him as well.
Yeah, good call on Malik Heath as well. This one is more of a scramble than a run, but what I want to stop at is right here. As he comes out of this pocket, he's still got his arms on the ball. He's still looking to throw at this point.
Yeah.
But this is really good, like, downfield presence by Malik Willis after the rush is on. He's keeping his eyes downfield. But as he takes off, see the defender guarding Josh Jacobs?
Yeah.
His back is to Malik Willis.
They were in man coverage.
And the other DB that was guarding the wide receiver downfield, his back was also to Malik Willis. That's why he took off with the one.
Yeah, so I got to tell you, that right there, when he comes out of the pocket and he resets, that's all coaching, man. Give credit to the Packers offensive coaches, because we've had a number of really good ones in our lifetime, man, the last 30 years. Just crazy stuff for him to be able to feel the pressure, get outside, reset, look to throw, and then be able to take off for a big-time gain on a third down, mind you. He absolutely – the thing that has really been impressive with him is the money down. He has been successful on third downs and big key ones, making big-time throws, big-time runs like this one, but tremendous pocket presence by Malik Willis, something that Tennessee Titans fans were never able to say because they don't have the coaching we do.
Getting outside the pocket and taking off.
Oh.
He was 3 yards away from another rushing touchdown.
Dude, I can't imagine what Titans fans were feeling on Sunday. Former quarterback that we got for a 7th-round pick and their former offensive coordinator cooking up these crazy game plans 2 weeks in a row for, again, their former quarterback, just for both of them to fry them in their own house. Can you imagine that feeling?
And what do we have here? Another fake run up the middle that at the end bites hard on.
Yeah.
Oops.
Good old option play.
Oops. And Malik Willis is gone. Why do they keep running up the middle? It's not working. So that they can fake running up the middle and then run outside for a big-ass gain. That's why. Look at all that green space that Malik Willis is about to have to run into.
Yeah.
Tucker Kraft is going to block the safety that's standing on the 20-yard line, and Malik Willis is damn near gone.
Yeah, 56 is flat-footed, expecting Josh Jacobs in the A gap right there, so he stands no chance in this play. And again, Tucker Kraft coming across the formation to get blocks, dude. I mean, it's a beautiful thing what they're doing. He's getting all of DeGuara's snaps, and he's taking all of Musgrave's snaps. So Tucker Kraft is tight end 1.
There it is. As soon as he bites on the handoff, the fake handoff, gone. Is Jair Alexander's pick 6, and this is something that an all-pro cornerback does.
Yeah.
Jair reads this the entire way.
Yeah, the Titans just try to come out. Levis has obviously been struggling going into this game, and even continuing after this game. He was probably a little bit more sore than he was the other games, getting sacked 8 times by our front 7. But what a great job by Jair, realizing that they're just trying to get a quick hitter, trying to get Levis going, trying to get Hopkins going, and he just jumps this and takes it to the house. I got to say, I had a conversation earlier today that somebody said that Jair is not elite. He's just a good corner. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he wanted to point out that he gave up 10 receptions on 16 targets. And I said, bro, 6 of those targets went for barely over 60 yards, no touchdowns. Passer rating under 50. He's elite.
You can see right here already, Jair is looking at Will Levis, not at DeAndre Hopkins. And it's going to stay that way. He reads Will Levis the entire way. He's not even really paying attention to DeAndre Hopkins. He's really just reading Will Levis.
Yeah, that looked like cover 1 to me. So he was definitely in man coverage. And man, I got to give credit to Hafley, man. He's come out this year and he's put these guys in position, brought in a mentality, first of all, of aggressiveness. We're going to be the ones attacking. And Jair is all about that. Obviously, he's been talking about it the last couple of years. He wants to attack. All defensive players want to do that, especially the great ones. And Jair attacks this football with bad intentions, and Tennessee pays for it.
I don't understand how you could see a play like this and not think that Jair Alexander is elite. Like I said, he's reading the quarterback the whole way. Like that's elite cornerback play.
Yeah.
All right, the next we have is still on the defensive side of the ball, and this is two really good back-to-back open field tackles by McDuffie and by Keyshawn Nixon. This first one, this is Isaiah McDuffie making this play against Tyler Boyd, a wide receiver. So, yes, Isaiah McDuffie has struggled in coverage this season as pure coverage, but this is just a really good open field play against the wide receiver coming across the field.
Hey, he did a nice job on that one. He got good depth. He read the play. Like you said, he made the open field tackle. So he gets a check across the board on this play. He made a tremendous play there. He is a good tackler, which is why he is a starter and why he plays a lot. He's a very sure tackler. You don't really hear about him missing a lot. He wraps up. He brings you to the ground with him. He's not going to be Ray Lewis where he's going to be on highlight tapes just smacking people down. But not many people are. That's why there's only one of them. But as an NFL linebacker, to get good depth, protect the first down, he didn't go too deep, read and react to this play, tremendous job. That was the only option, obviously, this freeze frame shows you. That's the only place this ball is going.
Yeah.
Maybe if he waited a second and he tries to fit it in the middle of the field, but that guy is probably dying from the corner on top of the screen here.
True. And this is a lot of ground for McDuffie to cover, and he closes that gap quickly, and this ends up being a gain for 2 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next play, this is Keyshawn Nixon doing a really good job of a lot of the same things, like you said, like protecting the first down and then just closing and making a good open field tackle. This is great work by Keyshawn Nixon. He's going to sit right at the sticks. As soon as Will Levis scrambles, Keyshawn Nixon closes and makes a good open field tackle.
Honestly, this might be the thing that Keyshawn Nixon does the best on the defensive side of the ball.
You can see that.
He can get a little iffy in zone and man coverage, but when he gets an opportunity one-on-one with a quarterback, I got to tell you, I don't remember many misses by my boy Keyshawn here. He is very good at that, closing the gap and then being like, yeah, you're not going to go any further. You're going to stop right here, and our defense is going to go sit our asses on the bench.
I think he's good at identifying screens at times as well.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Next play is Tucker Kraft. Now, here's the thing. He's probably not going to get voted in because he doesn't have the stats. But we may have to start a Tucker Kraft Pro Bowl narrative here. Because Tucker Kraft is going to do some dirty things on this play, starting with chucking a linebacker. Absolutely chucks this linebacker off the block. This is a whirlwind of a play for Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, that's the DN.
Throw a grown man on the ground, let another grown man run past him, and then a 20-yard gain.
Oh, man. That's incredible stuff right there. The run after catch after being able to block, man. If you don't have those two abilities as an NFL tight end, you're not a starter. I'm sorry. You have to have both of those things. But yeah, being able to block a defensive end, throw him down like a toddler, make this other guy look like a clown, and then run for 20 yards. Yeah, that's ridiculous stuff. And ridiculous value that Goot got late in the draft last year.
I think it's fair to say that Tucker Kraft is ending the third-round curse.
Yep.
The next play that we have is not going to make any highlight reel except for maybe ours. And we are talking about a backup running back, Emmanuel Wilson. What I really just wanted to call attention to with this play is how well he does getting north and south. Something that the Packers have needed from a backup running back for a good while. So I wanted to appreciate Emmanuel Wilson for making one cut, north-south. That's it. And he goes for 11 yards.
Man, shout out to the wide receivers, man. Obviously, the O-line doing the dirty work the last couple of weeks. That's a great job washing the D-line out there. But the wide receivers just getting a hat on a hat and just absolutely blocking their asses off. None of these plays work unless that happens. Bo Melton getting a good block right there. You got Dontavian Wicks with a good block. Like you said, Emmanuel Wilson puts his foot in the ground, makes a decision. He's going to cut back inside, and he gains good yardage on this. Look at Sean Ryan getting up to the second level, making a big-time block. I mean, that's just beautiful stuff right there. And those plays matter, like you say. Why are you running up the middle? Why are you running up the middle? So then if they come out in this formation again with Wilson and they run a play-action deep shot because Watson's on the field, Wicks is on the field, Kraft is on the field, and Bo Melton, we have a lot of our fastest players on the field right now. That's just the options are endless in my opinion, but the wide receivers blocking makes everything work. Look at that block by Melton, dude. That made the whole play.
Yep, great. I have another Emmanuel Wilson play. Now I'm going to give a disclaimer. I understand that this player is already kind of falling down. I understand, but this is still cool. I don't care that he was already falling down. Emmanuel Wilson still puts him in the ground. This isn't Derrick Henry type stiff arm, but this is still fun. Maybe I should put that up with the Mortal Kombat finish him on there.
I'm with it. Sack.
This is a sack. Good job. Do you know which sack this is? They're in order. So
this is the sack where they blitz Edgerrin Cooper?
Nope.
Or is this the one where Levis tries to run outside and he gets that? No, because McDuffie's on the field right here. Where the hell is he?
It's not by McDuffie, but he steps outside the pocket. He does get sacked.
Van Ness.
This is Lucas Van Ness's sack, yes. Ooh, Rashawn Gary doesn't have any sacks. He's not that good. Rashawn Gary does things that still cause pressure. This is one of those things. We talked about this on Tuesday. There is more to pass rush than just getting sacks. This is pressure. This forces Will Levis to step up. And as he's hopping out of the way, and I think this is Kenny Clark, actually, that forces him to go outside instead of inside. As he's hopping, he hops right into Lucas Van Ness.
That looks
Carl Brooks, actually.
Yeah, there is Carl Brooks. I was going to say, I wanted to see who that was, too. That looks like Carl Brooks, yeah.
Yeah.
To me, what you can think of this play of from Rashawn Gary, it's like in basketball when somebody sets a really good screen and then you get to go wide open to the rim and get a free layup. That's exactly what this was for me because there was nobody touching Van Ness as soon as Levis had to step up and relocate. Boom.
Yep. Right into his arms. Nowhere else to go but into the waiting arms of Lucas Van Ness.
And again, his pads are begging to be bigger.
This is just good teamwork by the whole defensive line, honestly. The Packers generated 5 of their sacks without blitzing. This is a 4-man rush against 5 offensive linemen, and they still get home.
Yeah, and that would be a coverage sack in my opinion. Now, Gary did get there pretty quickly, but Levis not having any options, not even a safety valve. I mean, you could see it better from this angle. Him getting around. Look at this coverage, dude. That's just blanket. Where's he gonna go? And when he has to relocate and re-put his eyes down the field, I mean, there's nobody there.
There's one guy here on the right hash mark that he maybe would have a check down to, but that's going to be like his third read across the field.
Yeah,
it's unrealistic to expect Will Levis to see his third read while he's looking at his first read. And by the time that he even looks at his second read, the pass rush is already there.
Yeah, so now he's staring down the middle of the field.
And now the Packers are going to cover this well, too, because the defender on the left hash is going to step up to the guy that would have been open earlier.
Yep. Look at this. Look at this. He's got nowhere to go.
Pass that off.
Nowhere to go.
Perfect. That's perfect. And nowhere to run either. It's great defense. All right, you want to take another stab at another play?
I'm going to assume a sack.
This is a sack.
Sack by who? I'm trying to go through the process of who got all the sacks in order now. I don't remember the order of the sacks.
8 sacks by 7 different players, and we've only covered 1 so far.
Is this a Wyatt sack?
This is a Wyatt sack. Good job.
Oh, man.
Dude, we talk about it when we do draft prep. Guys having good anchors. Peter Skoronski has no shot to get an anchor down on Devontae Wyatt. He's trying so hard, but he's looking like a reverse C on this play. He's got no shot. Devontae Wyatt is an animal.
Yeah, he just absolutely walks him backwards and is just like, yeah, I'm going to tackle your quarterback and then dance on his grave. That's just disrespect. He didn't even give the ball back to the ref, and he was already mid-dance, dude.
Dude,
oh my goodness.
This is not a position you want to see your left guard in.
And no. and the left tackle's getting beat. If Levis would have tried to turn around and run, he was going to get destroyed by a 270-pound linebacker.
Oh, my God, Devontae Wyatt is an animal. So after the Devontae Wyatt sack, we have another play, and this is just another guy whose name hasn't been floated around too much, which as a cornerback isn't necessarily a bad thing because it means you're not being penalized a lot. But I just want to give a shout out to Eric Stokes for making a smart play.
I'm going to say this.
A really nice play.
The earth is flat, and he recognizes the screen pass. So good job by him. Aliens are real. I agree with him. But tremendous football play by Eric Stokes.
Yeah, he beats the pulling lineman to the spot. This is great work by Eric Stokes. Just wanted to give him some love.
Maybe he is an alien because he's very fast, and for him to be physical like that after an injury.
The other part of this too, look how many white jerseys there are end up close to this play.
That's what I'm saying, man. They've done a great job rallying around the football this year. I mean, Van Ness.
I see 4 Titans and I see 7, 8 Packers. I see 4 Titans and 8 Packers and the legs of a 5th Titan.
Yeah.
And there's 8 Packers in the frame.
Yeah.
Next, 4th and 2. If you watch the game, you know what happens. This is great work by a pair of Packers linebackers who have been getting a fair amount of flack so far this season.
Yeah. So if you want to know why Quay Walker was a first-round pick, watch this play. The athleticism and speed that he shows on this play is ridiculous.
He's between the hash marks right now.
This
now
is
he's on the far hash mark.
Oh. He should not be that fast. That's ridiculous.
We keep appreciating Tucker Kraft for all the blocking that he's making. The Titans do not have that guy. Now, we've appreciated the wide receivers for their blocking as well. And Tyler Boyd gets 2-hand touch on Quay Walker and does nothing to slow him down.
Yeah, then he just
gets yanked down. McDuffie catches a foot. Quay Walker catches the body. But Quay Walker covers a lot of ground on this play and runs through the arms of a wide receiver who did not put a lot of effort into his block. Yeah. And both of them make a play on Levis.
Quay is allowed to show emotion on that play. That was a big-time play. That was a big boy NFL linebacker play right there.
The next play that we have is the Emmanuel Wilson touchdown. And aside from this being Emmanuel Wilson's first touchdown, this is just more great play design by Matt LaFleur.
Man. He had a convoy going into the end zone. Great motion option, ball fake right there by Wilson to Bull Melton.
They have 6 guys going to the right, and he still ends up with a convoy.
Oh.
And great vision, north-south.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where we see the Matt LaFleur part of this play. Bull Melton running around in the backfield. And there are several Titans who have their back to Malik Willis and are still following Bull Melton. And then you have all the pulling guys. And look at the levels. This is what I love about this, the levels. There's 2 guys at the 30, a guy at the 35, a guy at the 20. Sorry, the 25, not the 35. 2 guys at the 30, a guy at the 25, and a guy at the 20. You have levels of blocking for Emmanuel Wilson. Every 5 yards he runs up, he has another Packers player blocking for him.
Hey, people say that Tucker Kraft is the only blocking tight end on this team. Musgrave does a pretty good job here getting in front of Emmanuel Wilson.
He's getting better.
Hey, he did his job, man. He did his job.
How about Christian Watson downfield blocking too?
You look at, we have 2 linemen in this frame yet, dude. Sean Ryan and Zach Tom. Our right tackle and our right guard are on the left side of the field blocking. My God. It's a sack.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the Enigbare forced fumble.
Yep.
Whoop.
Oh. From the top rope.
I needed to get a Chris Berman noise in there for this one. Whoop.
Oh. I saw somebody dogging Enigbare on Twitter like, oh, why didn't he finish the play and get the football? He didn't know he caused a fumble.
What do you mean, why didn't he finish the play? He made the entire fucking play.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, really? Really? That's what we're doing? We're criticizing Ibarra for not recovering the fumble after making an insane play like that?
Why didn't he finish the play?
Like, even if he knew that the ball was fumbled, he still wasn't going to beat Levis to the ball, but Lucas Van Ness was there to recover it.
Okay, we also need to talk physics as he is absolutely manhandling a human being. His weight is going to carry him away from where the football goes. What do you mean finish the play?
That was such a stupid thing. Why is he celebrating? Because he just made a crazy play.
Yeah, that was a disgusting play.
Yeah. So what I want to call attention to here, look how wide he is.
Yeah.
Like, if you're the right tackle, you got to be thinking that he's going to try to get around the outside, right?
Yeah.
And then he's just like 2 hard steps to the outside. Nope, going in.
That was a freaking Euro step, bro. He used a Euro step.
Right? Like, look how wide he is. He's not anywhere near, like, Lucas Van Ness is on the line of scrimmage. Like, he's so far out. And then one cut in the ground, and Petit Frere's left foot is up, so he has no chance to try to get it to back.
Yeah.
And that's what causes him to just slip. Shout out LVN for being there for the recovery. All right, we have another sack. This time is the first of 2 by Preston Smith. And once we see this one happen, I want to call attention to another thing here.
Oh, my goodness.
So Ibarra makes a great play to start this off, and the Packers rally to it. Just another one of those things where the Packers D-line was working really well together. Look where Kingsley Ibarra starts this play.
Yeah.
He is lined up over the right guard. Kingsley Ibarra is playing D tackle on this play.
Do not push play yet. Don't pause it real quick.
I just wanted to show the 55. That's Kingsley Ibarra playing interior defensive line.
Okay, I want you guys to notice something else. We do not have a defensive tackle on the field right now.
Right, you are. That was my next point. We have 4 defensive ends on this play because Gary and LVN are on the same side, then Kingsley Ibarra, then Quay Walker and Preston Smith.
And we're blitzing.
And they still win.
We're blitzing both of the linebackers, dude.
Ibarra still wins.
This is mad. This is mad. Hafley is a psycho. This is mad. To loop Cooper around all of that movement, you basically said, okay, I need – holy crap, go back.
Dude, the Titans' offensive line is in complete shambles right now.
Go back. I need a – holy crap, dude. He is a mad person. So Van Ness's job is just to be a roadblocker here. He's supposed to take the guard into the center, and then Enagbare does a little mini stunt around him. But at the same time, he has Cooper looping behind Enagbare as well. I mean, Enagbare was just like, yeah, I'm just going to go around you.
I'm just going to – Enagbare is like, oh, I'm just going to sneak right past you there.
Oh, my goodness.
Gary gets around the end. If he spins the other way, he's spinning into Rashawn Gary. And he spins this way and instead spins into Preston Smith. Those are your options. Those were Will Levis's options on this play. When you see Ibarra coming at you down the middle, your 2 options are to spin into Rashawn Gary or to spin into Preston Smith. So some more Kingsley Ibarra. This isn't him making a sack this time, but it is still making another play in the backfield for him to recognize a screen. This is really good play recognition by Kingsley Ibarra. Because what he ends up doing by being and recognizing the screen, he's already behind the pulling lineman that they have to try to set this up. If he just tries to blitz this is probably a huge gain for the Titans. But because he recognized it early, he's able to make a play on it.
Yeah, good hustle by Wyatt as well right there to get back into the play. He recognizes the play a little bit later than Enagbare, but still great job. Kenny, good hustle. I mean, what a tremendous job of this front 4. They won us this game.
Yeah, good rallying. But yeah, if Ibarra is not there and Pollard can just take off, it's probably a big game for the Titans.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Back to Devontae Wyatt. This is another Devontae Wyatt sack, and this is relentless, dude. Devontae Wyatt, and this, you said this before, this is a coverage sack because the Packers have such great coverage on this play. But Devontae Wyatt is a fucking animal because he goes through a double team to make this sack. So Devontae Wyatt is lined up like right on the hash mark, starts with the center, goes to the left guard, still gets through to make the sack. I'm going to say, I'm going to call this now. We are in week 3, heading to week 4. Right now, the way that Devontae Wyatt is playing, I believe he's going to be an all-pro defensive tackle.
Whoa. I mean, if he keeps racking up sacks, you can't really argue it, right? But wow. Also, Dame is ready for Bucks basketball like we all are as he breaks out the Dame time celebration. Either that or he was saying it's about time that people start recognizing who the fuck I am as well. I was also drafted in the first round, and he is balling like a first-round pick right now.
For him to beat this double team, this is an all-pro level play. Like he goes through 2 giant human beings to make this sack.
That is true. Yeah, Jesus. Oh God,
Ho hum, another sack. This one is more Jeff Hafley cooking. Oh man,
he's a psycho, dude. Come on, dude. Holy crap! Look how fast Cooper is.
And guess who else is there? Enagbare and Rashawn Gary. Shocking that he's around the football.
Oh man. Skoronski stood no chance on this, dude.
Okay. So you can see Preston Smith, LVN, and I believe that's Enagbare lined up at D tackle again. Holy shit. And then you're going to have Andrew and Cooper follow them all in there.
Dude, he's literally acting like a running back with lead blockers right there.
Dog. This, and I'm pretty sure this is a tight end on the other end. Right next to Preston Smith. I'm pretty sure that's a tight end. Tries to get like a chip on Preston Smith, and Smith just like shrugs it off. So then the tackle has to step up right away, leaving a gaping hole for Edgerrin Cooper to just fly through.
Yep. Also, for people talking about LVN doesn't do anything, he forced a double team on that, which allowed Cooper to go through the gap. Skoronski stands no chance right here, dude.
And Enagbare is there too. Like, and to your point, like LVN is going to start towards the outside, but he's going to go across the face of the guard into the center, basically forcing 2 players to pay attention to him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the space that Enagbare and Cooper go through. And also Rashawn Gary is there because he's an animal.
See, this is the point of the game after the sack. Like, I was all happy, and I was like, yeah! And then when I saw Will Levis stand up and just toss the ball like that, I'm like, dude, I feel bad for that guy right now. Can you imagine what that kid is going through? Oh.
I was just laughing. I was just laughing. And again, look at the coverage.
Yeah, dude.
Where does he even go with his ball? There's nowhere to check down to. If he throws it super early and insane timing, he maybe gets that crosser. That would be wild if he made that throw. I would respect the hell out of him if he did, but there's no way with how quickly that pressure gets there. He's doing like a 7-step drop, and by the time that he's at the back of his drop, there's already pressure on him.
Yeah. He honestly, he stood no chance in that play.
There's 3 guys there.
Hafley started sending blitzes, man, like he was playing his younger cousin in Madden, because holy shit, dude.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, man.
Before we get to the final 2 defensive plays of the game, I want to give credit to Emmanuel Wilson. Before I talked about his north-south running, this one I just want to give him some credit on his patience, that he recognizes that the linemen in front of him are still forming a wall for him, and he's just patient and then still gets upfield for about a 6-yard gain. Emmanuel Wilson reminds me of Le'Veon Bell on this play. This is the type of run that he used to have a lot.
Oh, first of all, you cooked with that comparison because that is 100% true. But if you start this play and you would tell me that the Packers would have a practice squad running back and a quarterback they traded a 7th-round pick for starting, I would have laughed in your face and said, oh, God, they had to have lost. But no, the practice squad running back shows amazing patience, lets the play develop, and hits the hole at the perfect time. I mean, this is incredible stuff here, people.
At this frame, if you tell me we're gaining 6 yards and Emmanuel Wilson is currently 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage when we're at this frame, absolutely. You got to be thinking of losing yardage or maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage. Nope. Patience, cuts, broken tackle, 6 yards.
Man.
That's, like I said, that's Le'Veon Bell. He used to be really patient behind the line of scrimmage like that too, and then just cut and go. That's what this reminded me of. That's why I wanted to put it in the play breakdowns.
That's about as good of a 6-yard run as you're ever going to see, in my opinion.
Touche. The first of the final 2 play breakdowns we have is another Preston Smith sack. More good work by the D-line working together. Everybody's there. There's 4 Titans offensive linemen standing, and the rest of everybody is on the pile.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
Like, where does he go? Like, where does Will Levis go?
The Packers D-line is out there like some hungry dogs acting like there's only one bowl of food, man. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Everybody's trying to eat.
Like, if he steps up, Kenny Clark's like, oh, here we go. Like, we talked about this on our Tuesday show in the full recap, and I brought up the point about how well I'm appreciating the defensive line working together as a unit, and we talked about how the pass rush hasn't been, crazy effective in the first 2 weeks of the season because they played mobile quarterbacks. But what the D-line did was to be able to keep them kind of contained. Will Levis is not Anthony Richardson or Jalen Hurts when it comes to athleticism, and it shows because when the Packers still have this contain and not a player who can escape it like Jalen Hurts or Anthony Richardson, this is what happens. And the last play that we have is one of the last plays of the game, and this is the Xavier McKinney interception. Now, we say this. We talked about this when we were talking about potential free agent additions, when we talk about safeties in the draft. Anything, you'll see it on the wider view of this play. When we talk about a safety who can sit back deep in single high coverage and just play center field, this play is a perfect example of what we mean by that. Xavier McKinney is going to be able to just play center field regardless of where the receivers and the other DBs are, and he only has to pay attention to the football.
Okay, so a few things I want to point out about this play. Will Levis barely gets a step into this throw and flicks it 50 yards. Crazy arm talent from Will Levis. Secondly, look at where Xavier McKinney is lined up on this play. He's outside of the hash, and he comes all the way across the field to the other sideline. Now you see him working. It's cover one. He's coming.
He's breaking already.
Yeah,
because Will Levis is planted.
Yep, he already knows where he's going. So this is just a crazy anticipation play by one of the best safeties in the league. Right now, he probably is the best safety in the league, the way that he's playing, the high level he's playing at. You can make that claim right now. So during the game, I'm watching this game, my son's asking, why did he throw it that high? That was just stupid. The thing about it is you have to throw it like that. Not all safeties are going to recognize this play and come over there. But if you watch, Ridley actually gets in front of Jair, to his credit, and is going to be the first one to make a play on this ball. You throw it high like that to give your guy a chance.
We talked about those 2 Mosses that the Packers have made the last 2 weeks. Last week being Dobbs, this week being Watson. By putting the ball up, you give your receiver a chance to make a play on it. Now, not every team is going to have Xavier McKinney in the back of it. And Jair has pretty good coverage on this. And Calvin Ridley at this point is trying to be DB and swat this away.
Yeah, he is.
And he takes kind of a hack at it, and Xavier McKinney's just like, nope, I'm going to be the first one to the ball.
Yeah, great. Man, we haven't had a safety in a long time, and it really has shown.
and just in the spirit of comparisons, like we've been doing, I'm like, this is the kind of stuff that Nick Collins used to do.
Oh, man.
Like, see, Calvin Ridley is trying to make a play on this ball and just be the DB. He's trying to just swat this away.
Yep.
And McKinney's like, nope, that's mine. All right. Appreciate everybody for taking the time to watch these play breakdowns. We're going to do them every week. And if you are interested in hearing our full breakdowns, that'll be Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock Central Time, Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate people who join us live and are able to comment along. We appreciate the comments. We always respond to them. That's why we do the shows live. If you can't catch the shows live, we do put all of them on the podcasting app. So if you're listening on Spotify or Amazon or YouTube, They're on all of the podcasting platforms. So we will see you guys Tuesday night, and hopefully the Packers can come away with another win against the Vikings, and we will have more Prairie breakdowns from that game as well.